All right, so hello, and we would like for you to tell us what is your name and what is the name of your company and what do you specialize in?
Okay, my name is Eliah Phiri. The name of the company is called Eligor Zambia Limited. We are 100% Zambian-owned company specializing in civil and building works.
Okay,
Yes.
and then obviously you've mentioned that you're a construction company.
Yes.
How exactly do clients hear about you and how do they get to hiring you as someone they can work with?
I'll give an example for this project that we're having now at Nkwashi. We actually had to tender. We went through a process of tendering. We submitted our bid, and then that's how come we're selected to be one of the contractors here.
Okay,
Yes.
so you are currently one of the contractors.
Yes.
Would you say you're the key contractor?
We
at
are the
Nkwashi?
key contractor here.
Okay, no,
Yes.
that is good. And then how do other clients specifically with Nkwashi deal with you? Are you specifically dealing with clients at Nkwashi or Nkwashi is your main client?
What we've done is we've upon selection of our company as the main contractor here, we've signed the contract.
Okay.
What we're calling the main contract with Phiri Investment Management. Yes. So now what we've done is they use the rates that we offer. Okay. So when a client goes to their offices, they would first of all, before they even contact us, they would tell them to say the type of building that you want. The floor area is this, and then apparently the contractor's rate is this as per floor area. We've got what we call a floor area rate.
Okay.
That's what we are using, yes, before we provide a detailed BOQ to a client. So at least they can have an idea, roughly budget, how much it should cost them to build.
Okay.
So basically that's, yeah.
Great. Now, as a contractor, what do you offer? Are you offering building materials? Are you offering transportation? I mean, Nkwashi is very far from Lusaka, and you are based in Lusaka right now. So what do you offer as a contractor? Building materials, transportation, anything else?
Everything else, starting from the actual labor, okay, all the excavations up to the roof. So we're providing transport. Our rates in the materials that we've provided, the rates that are in the bill of quantities, they include materials. They include the cost of material, the labor component, and transportation as well. So all the other things are included. It's all inclusive, yeah.
Okay, so if I were to be a client at Nkwashi, I don't have to worry about transport?
You don't have to worry about transport. Everything is yes, and we've got reliable, companies that are providing that.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's something great to hear. In a world where things could easily go wrong, you could easily get product that isn't quality enough. So it's good to know that you are able to offer quality products and that everything is in your hands at that point.
Yes.
Now, tell us as well, at this moment, how many clients are you working with?
At the moment, just here in Nkwashi, we're having about 6 clients at the moment, yes. There are other people we're very flexible. The managing director, that's me. I'm a quantity surveyor by profession.
Okay.
So I advise clients to say, what we can provide for you is, you tell us what your budget is, all right? To say if you've got, for example, X amount of money, and then you can ask us, with this amount of money, where can I reach? Okay, so there are some clients, if you go around, you'll be able to see that there are just some slabs that have been done. Okay, so built the foundation and then done the slab, so that when they prepare the money, that's when they re-engage us, and then we can continue with the construction. So what we are trying to tell you is that, apart from just constructing, there's a cost component that we always advise our clients, so that they are aware of the implications. Yes. Yes.
That's a very good point that you bring out, because we deal with so many clients that are constantly asking us, are people building? And so you've heard it for yourself. Eliah right now is working with 6 clients currently at Nkwashi. So with the pandemic going on globally, obviously we cannot tell when it will end, but it has affected the economy and affected businesses around the world. What for you currently is going well? What are some of the difficulties that you're facing, the challenges? Maybe if you could just bring us up to date with that.
Well, I think for Eligor Zambia Limited, I think there's been no positive that has come out of this COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, first and foremost, we used to allow our workers to leave the site, and then, because most of our workers they actually camp right here at Nkwashi. So we could give them like weekend, they go to their respective houses and then they come back. But now we've reduced on that. We don't want them to be mingling with the communities out there, so
Okay.
that to avoid catching this COVID-19. So that's one of the issues. There's no freedom for our workers at the moment. They are sacrificing to be here.
Yeah.
The second one is that we've had certain materials, for the 3 double-story houses we are building for our clients. We had a challenge with, the structural steel, the reinforcement steel that goes in there, the Y16s. Most of our suppliers, ran out. Unfortunately, the time that the pandemic just started.
Yeah.
So they were telling us, no, you have to wait until, our sources are open. That's when we can, deliver those materials. So we've had such challenges.
Yeah.
So what I would say, is that there hasn't really been any positive that this COVID-19 has brought for us, yeah.
But in as much as, there obviously hasn't been any positive, and that is a very sad situation, can we say that construction is happening with the materials that you have at the moment?
Yes. Our works have continued.
Okay.
And then we are having, because I think the arrangement is that, for example, with the main contract with Phiri, and then we sign separate contract, individual contract with clients.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is, of course, we give an update to Nkwashi to say this stage, this is where we have reached, and then inspections are carried out here. And then the individual clients as well, we update them. It's usually in 2 weeks.
Okay.
We give them an update, yes. So this is what we are going through at the moment, and then if we've got any challenges, we let them know. For example, the example of the steel that I've just given you, all our clients are aware of that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Eliah, you've obviously gone ahead of me because that was going to be my next question. I was going to ask you, how often do you give updates, and how does that process go? So thank you so much for tackling that. And do you have specific updates that clients are normally asking for, or you just give a general update?
No. In fact, every building that we are having here is that we provide what we call a baseline program.
Okay.
Once that is submitted, then that's when now there's tracking to say, okay, after 2 weeks we are here. If we haven't reached, those milestones, then that's when we're able to tell the client to say, listen, this couldn't happen because of the following, so we update them. So whatever goes on here on site, the clients are aware to say, okay, at this stage, this is where we are. Sometimes some clients would even call us, when they come to visit the sites, and they'll tell us, I didn't know you had said in your program that, by such and such a period, you would have been done, up to just a wall plate. But I can see you're already doing the roof.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how. So they are happy with the speed, actually.
That
so we
you're
are getting
working at.
such compliments, yes.
No, that's very good. Just to take you back a little bit, how many people currently are on site? How many of your workers are spending nights here working on the projects?
Okay, because we're having 2 at the moment that projects that are going on. We only have 8 that are based here. Yes. The other there are some specialized works, of course. For example, the tilers and all that. We've asked them to be home, but as soon as we reach that the stage to start tiling, that's when we bring them to site. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got all these specialized works, like the people for sealing, tiling, and all that, aluminium and things like that. They are still just in the community. Yeah. But as time goes, then we'll be able to call them so they can come to site. Yes.
Okay. And right now we're seated on the steps of one of your projects.
Yes.
We want to be assured that you are overseeing things. So tell us, how often are you here overseeing the projects that are happening?
It depends. Because what usually cause for me to be on site, I've got a site engineer on site, okay, and then I've got a general foreman on site. So what usually happens is, if there are things that really require my attention, I'll make sure that I'm here at least about 4 times in a week.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's good enough.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us. And before we close off, do you have any remarks or anything that you'd like our clients to know? Is there anything you want to say at this moment? All right.
Okay. I think, just generally, I've heard people saying that they're uncomfortable, when they are actually there in person, to supervise the works. But, with Eligor, Zambia Limited, what I want to assure all the clients out there is that we are professionals, okay? I'm a quantity surveyor, like I just mentioned, and then we've got a civil engineer, and then we've got a building foreman as well. So in terms of supervision, I think, we and the quality control aspects of, the projects that we are doing here, they can attest just by, I think if you check around the houses that we've done, you'll be able to see good quality of block work, plastering, the finishes, that's the ceilings, the tiling and all that. We make sure that quality control is adhered to, so that, people shouldn't worry to say, when you give an opportunity to people to build, they'll just build something that you won't be happy with. What we can assure all our clients out there is that there's quality with Eligor. Yes, and yes, and the other thing is the safety aspect of whatever we do. We believe that safety should come number one, and then you'll find that most of our workers, you will never see them with working with wrong tools. They always have the right tools, the PPEs in place. So there's always professionalism in whatever we are doing. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd like to assure our clients out there. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. You've heard it for yourselves from Eliah, who works at Eligor, and you are the managing
I'm the managing director. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I really
All
appreciate it.
right. Bye-bye.